Hey, so I'm doing this mainly for my uncle back in Houston, who got me into vaping about a year ago. Been vaping for about a year, and I made the switch real quick over to mods and RDAs and stuff, and I'm a huge RDA fan. So the first part of this video, I'm going to be talking about this guy here, which is the Plume Veil clone by Infinite, which I picked up about a week ago. And the second part, I'm going to be talking about this juice here by Cyclops. It's called Athena. I'll be talking about that for a little while. But so first part, this guy here, this Plume Veil clone. It looks like the other one except for the logo here, the crazy logo that normally goes around the air hole. It's off to the side, which I like. I think it looks good. It looks sharp. It's real clean. It's got the same airflow control, the drip tip and everything, with that Delrin insert up there that controls the two airflow holes up top. The same with the base. It's got the base airflow, the same on the sides. Let's take a look at the deck. Right now I've got 22 dual gauge in here. I think it's about 8-9 wraps around 3/32 drill bit. But the deck is pretty much the same. It's got the fairly deep juice well. It's not super shallow. It's got the airflow in between the posts. Let me go ahead and juice this thing up real quick. Alright. So you can see the airflow is basically the same. Line up the air holes on the sides for the bottom airflow. Alright, so this is with the Delrin insert all the way up, blocking up those two top air holes. Which another part of that, the vape is great. It like shoots vape all over the place. It's fantastic. And the flavor on it's really, really good. I was surprised actually when I bought it because when I watched the Rips videos about it and everything else I saw about it, the airflows are deceptively small to me because I have the Raiju RDA and it has the same slots on the side and the airflow is not that great. It's okay, but it's not that great. First time I took a pull through it, I was just like, whoa. Like the airflow is massive. It's massive, especially with this beast on there. It's the drip tip by Tactical Works, the same people who make the Meraxis and the Dreadnought. It has a whole nother piece that goes up to it, but it just looks ridiculous. So I took it off. Let me go ahead and open this up all the way. And like you'll hear everywhere else, when you do that down, it makes the chamber smaller, and it makes it heat up a lot. There's a lot more heat to it, and the flavor is really, really great. Which with that juice that I'm about to talk about, it's awesome. It's really awesome. But yeah, like I said, the airflow is huge. It's huge, and I did not expect that. So it was really impressive. It's a really good clone for what it is. I have not tried the original, but the clone, which is like about 20-30 bucks. It's not bad. It's really, really good. The only problem that I've had with it is with the Delrin insert. If I screw it down at all, it wobbles a lot. There's a lot of wobble to it. And actually at one point when I had it screwed down all the way and I wanted to adjust it, my drip tip was about that far out of the Delrin insert. So it's just, it's silly, but other than that, it performs great. It's not bad at all. It's really, really great for how much it costs. Great. And that's my cat, because he's nosy. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about this guy right here. The Athena by Cyclops. It's made in Alabama. It's just like a little ways down the freeway over here. So I'd never heard of it or seen it anywhere in any of the stores in Texas, which is why I'm talking about it now. Because I went to the store, I'd seen it online, I was like, oh, that sounds cool, because it's a 65-35 VG-PG. And I was looking for something with a higher VG to it, because I just trying to get into cloud chasing lately. So I was like, let me see if I can find something with a higher VG to it. And so I went and I went to the store. They had everything over there. It's Vulcan Vapes down here in Atlanta. They have like a ton of juice there. Like, it's ridiculous. They have brands from Texas, like Suicide Bunny. They have that, which is manufactured out in Austin. They have that there. They have 5 Ponds, which not a lot of stores out here have. And actually, for some reason, most people I've talked to here don't seem to be a fan of. I think it's too pricey, but I bought some anyway because I love 5 Ponds, and Gambit's my favorite. Everybody loves Castle Long, and it's good, but it's a little too coconutty for me. So the Gambit's hands down my favorite, which they never have in Texas for some reason. Every store I go to never has it. But yeah, so anyway, I went, and the way it's set up in there is real cool. Like, instead of the juices being behind the counter, they actually have them all along the wall. So there's like a ton of juice. It's all along one wall and like half of another wall. So it's a lot of juice. And you can go in there and handle everything and read it and see what it is. But anyway, so this Athena, it's advertised as a green apple vape. It's like sweet and sour apple, green apple. And it says like it really lingers with you. And I was like, it sounds really good. I've been looking for a green apple vape. The only one that I ever tried was some off-brand mom and pop vape back in Texas, and it wasn't very good. It wasn't very good at all. So I was like, okay, I'll go pick it up. So I went and I got it off the shelf, and the guy's like, oh, you want to drip it? And I'm like, oh yeah, sure. So he let me drip it, and as soon as I tried it, I was just like, that's fantastic. It's freaking ridiculous. It tastes like a green apple, like a fresh green apple. It's amazing, and like with the heat applied to it, it almost tastes like a pie, except for crust and everything. But yeah, it's fantastic. It's not too sour. It tastes kind of like a Jolly Rancher, but without being super duper sour like a Jolly Rancher can be. Let me go ahead and vape it for you real quick. And the vapor's massive, especially on the Plume Veil. It's ridiculous. That 6535 VG PG does make a difference. I was like, with the VG, like they say, it'll mute the flavor a lot, but with this, it's actually really good because I know VG is supposed to be a little bit sweeter, and it brings this out a lot. It brings it out a lot. So yeah, like if any of you guys are looking for this online, you can find it at the Vulcan Vape website, and I'm sure it's at a bunch of other websites. They might even have a website. I haven't gotten to look at it yet. I just got back from getting it. So but yeah, it's great. It is freaking ridiculous. If you're a cloud chaser, like I'm trying to be, with my dual 22 gauge, which is just stupid, which I had a lot of experience with it spitting a lot. That's another thing about this. With that Delrin insert, it takes a lot of that away. Even with it out, just I guess the design of the Addy, you don't really have to worry about spitting too much, because I have vaped it without the insert and the drip tip, just straight off the Addy. It was good. It was really good. The airflow was stupid with like that, but it's great. It's great. So let me go ahead and juice this back up again, because that 22 gauge dries out stupid fast. That was the other thing too. They at Vulcan Vapes, I'm gonna advertise for Vulcan Vapes right now. They're not paying me because this is my first video, and they don't know who I am. But I've been to a couple stores out here. I've been to Big Bang, which is great. I like their flavors. They're pretty good flavors there too. I'll probably do a couple of those, just so my uncle can see what we have out here, and he can order some of it accordingly. Because I know he was looking for a green apple vape too, and in Texas, there's a lot of vape stores. They open one like every week over there. It's ridiculous. But sometimes it's hard to find what you're looking for over there. But I'll definitely tell him about Cyclops, because Cyclops is good. Cyclops is really good. Like I said, the vapor production on both the Plume Veil clone by Infinite and the Athena Cyclops juice it's great. And like I said, the flavor, just like on the inhale, it's more sweet, and then when you exhale, you get the full like green apple flavor to it, like with the tangy and the sour a little bit. And like the other thing I noticed with it is, like, you know when you're eating an apple like some of the syrup and the sugar will like kind of make your lips a little bit sticky. It kind of almost feels like that. That's why it's a ridiculously accurate green apple vape. But yeah, that's basically my review here of the Cyclops brand Athena Juice green apple at 6 milligrams, and then the Infinite Plume Veil clone. I would buy it, definitely. I did buy it because I was looking for something like that. And if you don't have a lot of money, it's hard sometimes to find a good quality Addy or a good quality clone. At least for me it is. I'm not a big fan of clones. I like authentics. That's why I have this bad boy here, the Raijin mod. It cost me almost $300 with the Addy. I just ordered the IPv3, which I'm going to do a review on whenever it comes in, because I was looking for reviews all over the place, and some of them, they're like 5 minutes, and 5 minutes for me is not a good judge of how a device works. Like with Rip and Basardo and all their videos, it's like 30-minute reviews, which is a lot to take in, but it's definitely worth the time if you want to know what's going on with the product. I ordered it from eCiggity.com. They are out in Honolulu. They have a lot of cool stuff on there. I would definitely check out their site. I ordered the Mutation X as well. It's not the real thing. It's a clone, which I don't know why you would clone something that's kind of a Patriot clone and a CCI militia clone. But they have a clone of it, and I ordered it. It's like a couple dollars cheaper, like 15 bucks. So I'll do both of those whenever those come in. But for now, that's me out here in Atlanta. I'm going to be doing juice reviews on stuff that I've never seen before and that my uncle's definitely never seen before. That way he can get a good idea of some of these juices that are out here. Because I know, I'm not sure if they sell them really anywhere else other than out here in Atlanta and in Alabama, especially with these guys. So I'll do a bunch of the Big Bangs, Big Bang e-liquid, which is Bomb Sauce is the brand. They have a ton of those out here, so I'll definitely do some of those. But yeah, so that's it. Keep vaping, guys.